What's up YouTube? Welcome to the new video. Today I'm going to take you through a full day of eating on super low calories, destitute, poverty calories, really low carbs. So I want to show you what that looks like. Today's actually a rest day, so I utilize these rest days to really attack getting flat and getting my body into a super fat burning state. So right now I have meal one cooking up, so I'm going to show you that after this. And make sure you stay the whole way through this video, because at the end I'm going to show you exactly my total amount of macros and stuff, and you're going to want to see it because it's pretty low. And just before we get into this, I want to tell you guys a little bit about my size. So first of all, I'm 5.5 weeks out from competing for my pro qualifier. I'm just shy of 6'3", and I'm currently, this morning out of bed, I was 247. I need to make 239 pounds. So, you know, I'm pretty big. Like, that's 247 pounds on a 6'3" dude's pretty big, and these calories are very low. This is my this is my fifth low day in a row. So I'm already hurting. This is gonna make it hurt extra bad, but this is how you get into contest shape. You have to really be willing to suffer. So let me show you guys that first meal as soon as I'm done cooking it up. All right, meal one is ready. And let me just start by saying, before I show you guys any food here, I want to indicate the fact that this is what I'm doing to get to an extremely low level body fat. So you shouldn't just replicate this or do this yourself. If you want help with that, I coach people for a living. You can fill out and book a free consultation with me at the link below, but don't just copy what I'm doing, please. I just want to indicate that. So let me flip the camera around and show you what I'm eating for meal one. So right here, we got some cantaloupe, oats with some mixed in cinnamon, and I did a little stevia packet in there. And then here, I have a combination of like a scramble of 2 whole eggs. There is 100 grams of chicken, mushroom, and peppers and onions there. Morning supplements. And then this is a greens powder shake with aloe vera juice. And I'm forgetting the last part. It is apple cider vinegar. That's what happens whenever you're brain dead. And my brain is so shot right now from doing cardio this morning. Luckily, I have some caffeine in my system, or I would be completely unable to speak right now. But I'm gonna eat this meal, and then with every meal, I'll show you guys the macros. I'll post them right now. And at the end of the day, I'll show you the total macros, but I'll check back in with you guys for meal two. Getting meal two squared away here. Just sauteing this meal up. I think texture is such a big part of meals. Meal two is ready, and it looks delicious, but there's not much to it. So let me show you guys, let me flip the camera around. There is 200 grams of chicken in there, and then a scramble of onion, red pepper, and mushroom. I'll put the macros right over here so you can see it. But as you can see, there is no added fats or carbs in this meal. And you're gonna notice that is a trend throughout the day, because I'm trying to leverage as much fat burning as I possibly can on these rest days, as I said. And, you know, I'm literally just using the protein to, you know, help fulfill muscle protein synthesis and continue recovering muscles from training. I trained the last 3 days. Today's a rest day, as I said earlier. But yeah, this is definitely poverty calories, and most of the meals are gonna look like this throughout the day, but there's still ways to make things taste good. So, you know, this meal is gonna taste really good. It's kind of like a stir fry, but there's just no carbs or fats in it. So let me eat this and check back in with you guys for meal number three. Meal three is finally here, and I'll tell you what, guys, I have been waiting what feels like forever to eat this meal, because as soon as I ate the last meal I showed you, I was immediately hungry. That's kind of what happens when you're just eating protein and vegetables, and that's it, right? But here's the surprise. We have the same, almost exact meal for this one. So let me show you what exactly it is. So instead of chicken this time, I actually have shrimp in there. So there's 250 grams of shrimp, which equates to about 60 grams of protein. And there's some onion and some peppers in there. There's red pepper, yellow pepper, orange pepper. My protein amounts are a little bit higher on this day because I'm losing the trace amounts of protein I get from things like rice or potatoes or other sources of carbs that actually do have protein in them. So you actually have to up the actual, you know, protein amounts that I'm eating. So typically I would be having 225 grams of, you know, shrimp, 180 grams of chicken, but on this day I'm having, you know, a little bit more than that. So that's important to note there. And the other thing I just wanted to indicate to you guys is that I am extremely hungry, and like I was just really suffering a little bit today, but I'm trying to have the best attitude possible, because I have to remember that I am choosing to do this. This isn't being forced upon me. There's so many people in this world that are literally starving to death. And the fact that I can even eat a meal as small as this, you know, maybe the 300 calories or whatever, I still feel immense gratitude for being able to eat that. In a world where food is not abundant for everybody, it's important to have that mindset, and it's important to have that level of perspective. So I'm going to eat this meal and then check back in with you guys for the next meal. The next meal is a little bit something different, a little sweeter, which I can't wait to have. I'm already craving it just thinking about it. Meal 4 is here, and I told you guys I had something a little bit on the sweeter side, and I just finished my steps out for the day, so I was getting very, very hungry while I was doing that. This takes a little bit of putting together, so let me show you what's in here first before I show you the finished product. So I made some protein ice cream, and I used a combination of this Pro Gym chocolate mousse flavor with this peanut butter isolate. And the reason I did not use whole 2 scoops of this is because this just has a higher amount of carbs and fat in it, so I don't really wanted that, but this does make a better protein ice cream. A like 1/4 teaspoon of this helps to fluffen it up more, and then I used a very tiny amount of almond milk with a lot of ice, and then I put a little bit of stevia in there, and this is how it turns out. Now I dusted it on the top of that with this Feast Mode cinnamon honey butter on top of there, and then there's 200 grams of strawberries. So post the macros somewhere around here, but gonna eat this now, and then after that, I only have one meal left of the suffering for the day. So gonna eat this and relax the rest of the night and check back in with you for that last meal. We've now reached the end of our journey, which is meal 5, being it is my last one. This is something I do look forward to, because I really just enjoy salads, guys, especially when I'm dieting. If I wasn't dieting, I don't think I would say that sentence out loud again, but nonetheless, let me show you what's going on here. So there is 200 grams of Atlantic salmon in here with a full bag of lettuce and a couple sprinkles of some banana peppers. That's it. That's the meal. So I'll post the macros for that meal right now. And then here is the macros for the whole day. Very low amount of calories in general. Very low amount of carbs. I will say I actually feel pretty good right now given how low these calories are. So I'm pretty happy with how my body responded so far today. And like I said earlier, you know, everything's about perspective in life. I feel grateful to even have the ability to eat salmon. You know, how many people on the face of this earth would kill to eat salmon and eat that high quality of food with that much micronutrients loaded in there and all those good omega-3 fats. So having gratitude for being able to eat good and healthy, nutritious food, even though it's very low, even though I'm, you know, most days not feeling very good, even though it's really hard to push yourself to this next level of getting to very low body fat. It's all about perspective. It's all in your mind. So if you're dieting really hard, or you're trying to do something to take yourself to the next level, or you could be bulking for that matter, it's all about perspective. It's all about your mindset. So remember that. If you're choosing to diet, you're choosing to do it. I'm choosing to do this. So I want to thank you guys for being a part of this video. Make sure you're subscribed, like this video, so we can push it out to more people and show and spread this mindset of being grateful, even though we're eating low calories. And I will see you guys in that next video. Have a great day or night, depending on whenever you're watching.